Hey, it's Tracy here with Tracy's Town Talk in Folsom at StretchLab, a new business here in the Palladio, and I'm with Debbie Paul, the manager. So good morning.
Good morning.
So Debbie, give us like the philosophy. What is the ideal behind StretchLab?
So a lot of gyms have taken out the kind of cool down during their workouts. And that gave our business an opportunity to kind of really expand. We know a lot of people need more stretching and motion in our lives.
Yes.
And so that's how we developed.
Okay, that's great. I love that. And then the people that actually help you, they're called flexologists?
Correct,
Okay.
yes. They're called flexologists, and they do one-on-one assisted stretching. So you'll be with a flexologist for either 25 or 50 minutes here on one of our tables.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask, the session length, so that clears that up. Thank you. Tell me what you believe is the most important factor of stretching.
So stretching is super important for every person on the planet. Doesn't matter whether you're really, really active or you're very, very sedentary with your job and just your lifestyle. Everyone needs more stretching. Our bodies were meant to move.
Well, that makes sense. What about, especially mine these days, what about joint pressure and things like that? If someone has some joint issues, is that very helpful for stretching?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do deal with, everyone has different ailments. So we are all certified in some sort of body movement mechanics.
Oh, I see.
So we do have a pretty strong knowledge base in body movement. And we will ask questions about if they have any prior injuries or ailments, any kind of conditions that we need to know about. And of course, we'll adjust our pressure. It's not about pressure here. It's not myofascial release where you're kind of digging in.
Okay.
We're much more about asking the client to stretch themselves out, focus on their breathing, and then contract their muscle or push into us, and then release it. And that motion, known as PNF stretching, that allows us to create circulation in their body and get a little bit deeper into that muscle tissue.
So basically, this is good for everybody.
Yes.
Well, I love that. So yes. So last thing, so with the stretches, tell me what the people, the participants and your customers say is one of their favorite stretches.
So, it's not necessarily about favorite, but just the relief after the fact.
Oh, got it.
But I would say the majority of our clientele have either really tight lower backs from a lot of sitting, and also the hammies, the hamstrings and the quads tend to shorten a lot from all of our sitting motions.
Okay.
So when we stretch out their hamstrings, they do feel a lot better when they start walking around.
Well, that totally makes sense as well. Well, I am going to be a fan, and I know I'm going to join, but there are memberships that we can do online, correct? Okay, wonderful. And one last thing, what made you choose Folsom? Why was Folsom the spot to be?
It's definitely a growing area, and there's a great community with all the activities available in Folsom, golfing in the lake, a lot of trail runners, pro athletes, and we kind of service all of those activity levels.
Okay, well that's great. Well, please check us out on Tracy's Town Talk. We would love to support StretchLab here in the Palladio. And we look forward to coming in and getting some stretching and start to feel good again.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Debbie.
You're welcome.